Hi, good afternoon from Spain, the cookie lady. I like. So hi guys, I'm Hanielas, and you are. Who are you? You got a haircut. I can tell that. Yes, I like that.
I'm Marlene. Hello, everybody. Welcome.
Hi
Hello, Jessica.
guys. Hi Joseph. How is it going, guy? Hi Heather.
Hey, Heather. Oh,
Ooh,
Angie.
Angie
Look
ordered
at
her.
lunch. We're going to be making some stencils or silk screens. Very fun.
Hello, hello. Hi Lynn. So guys, today I am in a hot seat as per our schedule here. So it's 20th, and I'm also in a hot seat on the 24th and
Tuesday.
Tuesday on 24th. So before we get started, Tuesday, if you wanted to join on Tuesday, I will be decorating these cookies on Tuesday. So I don't know if it's too late. Is it too late for graduation or is it still happening?
Well, I mean, I think that universities, first of all, it's different everywhere in the world. Like here, high school is in June for us here.
Okay,
I think
so
it depends
I'm
where
not
you live.
late, so hopefully that will fit in with everybody's schedule if you are doing graduation. Hello, hi Peggy from Germany. Oh,
Hi,
ciao,
Byron. Thank you.
ciao, Graciana. I hope I didn't mess up your name. Ciao.
Name?
Hi, Jeremy, Sydney.
No, Sydney, she's not here today.
She's not here. Hello to Michigan. You know, I spent some time in Michigan, close to Ann Arbor. It's very nice, but very cold.
Oh, they must have summer,
Yeah,
right? Melissa, what's summer like? Is it warm in the summer in Michigan?
hot, but it's very cold in the winter.
Yeah, it's cold here too in the winter.
Oops. So, yeah,
Hanielas. Hello.
so today I'm going to decorate my. If you know, I have a subscription on Global Belly. It's called Hanielas Bake Club. So basically, you subscribe and you receive a monthly cookie decorating kit. And next month, we have a kit that is coming out, and it's a kit. It's a Cantaloupe kit. So with this kit, if you subscribe till June 20th, you will receive a free gift, and that's a double spatula and a brush set. Okay, and you can subscribe actually through my link um, through my Instagram account. I have a handle. My handle is Hanielas. So if you go onto my Instagram, there is a link. You click on the link, and then there is a bunch of different tabs, and you just need to look up Hanielas Bake Club or Subscription Club or something like that. That's in there, and you can subscribe. So
Here's
today,
your link.
yes, thank you. What's that? What are you drinking?
Water with bubbles.
Water with bubbles in disguise. Okay.
I'm not
It's water. I mean, it's 1 p.m. for you, so oh, graduation is pretty much over in Kansas. Sorry. So, well, still, I think my take on the graduation cup is going to be a bit. It's going to be fun. It's gamey, gameish, gamey.
the thing is this year here anyway, was the first year things are back to normal, whatever normal is now. So they're actually having celebrations. So that's, maybe you can think about your kids if they're graduating next year, put it in the,
Most
future
of the
project.
most of the people are just finished decorating graduation cookies this morning. Okay, so okay, so maybe I will adjust my theme for the next week since you guys are already done with that. So today we're going to decorate cantaloupe cookies, and let me just show you what when you subscribe, what is going to be in the kit that you receive. Okay, so this kit has actually 4 different gel food colors: lemon yellow, sunset orange, leaf green, and this is. Can you read that? This is Buckeye brown.
Buckeye brown.
Yes. So you get 4 colors. There's a royal icing mix, You also get tipless piping bags. We often use those during the live, and I will be using those today. And there is also a cookie mix that you will use to make your cookies, a cookie cutter, and a scribe. And that's not all. So in this kit and in all my kits, you also get step-by-step PDF file and also a video that is narrated by me. So that's all included. Upon purchase, you will receive all the files, so you guys can decorate the cookies at home, or with your friends, or if you maybe made a purchase for your friends, you can send it to them.
Fine.
Okay.
Hello, Joanne. Hello, hello.
Hello from Texas. So let me just go over. I think I did in this picture. We see the piping bags there at the very top. So
Your colors.
the colors. Or let me just, you know what? I'm gonna bring up my camera. That will be easier. No camera. That's all right. So I've got my colors, most of them anyway. Here, these are all flat colors. Oh, let me just. Okay, let's wait for a little bit. All right. All right, so you see this green. This green, it's not leaf green, correct, right? You don't see a leaf green. This is not a leaf green. Well, in the kit, I have a leaf green and I have a brown color. So I actually like to mute the green with the brown. You can also use black, you can play with it, but this kit has brown and it will give you this, it's almost like avocado color, I would say.
It's more natural looking.
Yeah. So you can mute it down. You can use these colors brown, but you have to use very little. You don't want to dump in four drops of brown. You just want to use maybe take a little toothpick or a scribe and then just dip up the scribe and just dip it in green.
That would be an interesting surprise for the cookies.
Oh. I don't know. How would you? I would assume if there is a cantaloupe
Flavoring.
like a flavoring or maybe a drink.
Cocktail.
Yeah.
And I just saw on your green bag there, just to show them, you see the little tension marks?
This is because I was massaging it.
So, but if ever you guys notice your bags are doing that, just keep an eye on it, and then you might have to put it in another bag.
This is going to continue stretch, and it's basically a weak link.
Yeah.
In your bag, so there is likelihood that it might burst. So if you're too heavy, if you use too much pressure on your bag, it may burst.
Well, you know what I do though? When I notice that, I put that on the inside towards my hand, and I find that helps because my hand stops it from stretching more. You know what I mean?
I'm going to swap it out just in case. I don't want to have an accident here. So this is what I do if I need to swap.
Oh, Jenny spotted your little icing holder thing.
The holder, actually, if you look in my coffee, that's my template shop. And Marlene also has her template shop. And she has other things in there. I have listed
a supply list?
Supply list for not for this video, but for some other video where I list the holder. It's actually a spoon rest, silicone spoon rest, and it works for icing. You just need quite a lot of them because if you have a lot of icing bags, then but it does work. It's less messy. I don't have my icing all over the tray.
Is that a thing? Melon liquor? I guess you could use that.
To make the cookies. I'd rather drink that.
Well, maybe you could you need less in the icing.
Oh, there's an issue with my sound.
You sound fine to me.
Anyone can hear you well? Do you guys hear me well? Should I speak up?
We do remember that day when her bag exploded.
Thanks, Jeremy, for reminding. It's going to be it's going to be 2-year anniversary soon in December, I think.
I have put a piece of tape over a hole and stuff. It does work.
Okay.
You need the tape though that's clear, not the matte tape. I find the clear tape sticks more.
So I'm going to quickly just show you how I cut my piping bags. And I've seen this many times, but it doesn't hurt to show it again in case somebody who is new here is watching. So on these tipless bags, there is a seam. And if you're purchasing these, again, we often say that, make sure that you purchase ones without the flap. So you want the seam to be very nice and clean. If you have a flap there, sometimes, these are heat sealed, right? So if there's like a flap that is like long enough to interfere with how it will interfere with how your icing is coming out. So if you get those bags, use a piping tip. Okay, so I like to flatten it in the middle where the seam is like this, and then cut straight across. I'm going to do a smaller opening at first, and then if I find that it's too small, I will make it bigger. And then also remember, this is the big cut piece. Remember to watch where it lands, because sometimes it can land on your cookie or something, and then you give it to your customer and they, oh no, what's that? So you like to see all the kind of shows. Sorry, I already switched the bag. I will try to push as hard as possible to make it explode. Okay, so I also have my scribe here. You get this scribe in a kit. And what I also did with the round cutter, so these cookies are actually rolled out on a thinner side. I'm trying to kind of be
Stretch
mindful.
the batch.
Yeah, stretch the bag. So these are on a thinner side. Normally I do 1/4 inch. These are slightly thinner. So in this kit, you can kind of do different designs. So today I'm going to show you 3. And this is all round cutter, right? So this one is cut in half. This is like a watermelon kind of a shape, right? And this one is almost like a football. So what you do, I don't have the cutter here, but basically you use the round cutter to trim one end, okay?
You double cut.
Yeah, that's all, to give it a different shape.
And then the other one, if you have a bench scraper, it does a good job to slice the...
Yeah, slice, instead of a knife, because if you're doing it on a baking sheet, you don't want to scratch your knife, scratch your baking sheet. Okay.
Ideally.
Yes. All right, so now I'm going to, so this is my orange. I prepared a lot of orange again. I don't know.
Olga, you can make some Halloween cookies after.
Yes, exactly, right? So.
Hello. Me too.
Hello, Mississippi.
Hi, Anne.
And so I'm going to start, I guess we'll start with the...
So do you love Cantaloupe? What was the inspiration behind this particular design?
This is an old design. I don't want to say how old. I love Cantaloupe. I love all the fruits and vegetables. But, I love making cookies that look like other, like food.
Tricky cookies.
Tricky cookies. So this was, I had several years ago, I did these initially. Okay. So cantaloupe has a little stem, right? So you can include that. I don't think it's necessary, but I'm going to include a little stem on a cantaloupe. So it's like a cut piece, okay?
Hi, Cynthia. Are you guys working on cookies this weekend, or are your orders all done? Let us know. We love hearing about your projects. I need a foghorn to
You need to do what?
I need a foghorn to make you jump when you're piping.
To make me jump?
Do you know what a foghorn is?
Is it what I think it is?
It's like that loud kind of.
Yes, I know. I mean, you want to use that? What's the proper name? Because my husband, when we went to Indianapolis years ago to a Grand Prix, so we purchased the horn, and I mean, at the stand, right? So at the booth, he purchased the horn, and he pressed it there, and it's like, and what are you doing? I'm testing it. Like you just want to kill the man, you know? So you want to do that? Is that called foghorn? I didn't know that's called foghorn.
Beth finished her first formal cookie order today. That's great. Congrats. That's exciting. The beginning of a new adventure.
Father's Day is coming up. It's crazy. Can't believe
Olga,
yeah.
baby, for some a baby shower, she's making macaroons. All getting ready for the week of crazy orders. Oh, that's a good idea for if you're doing a fruit potluck. You can bring some cantaloupe cookies. Oh, Angie, it's going to be a long summer. Jeremy's offered to buy me the foghorn.
Jeremy doesn't like me very much.
Charlotte's getting ready to bake some wedding cookies for next week. Emily's working on graduation cookies, Father's Day pre-sale. The cookie bags are available at Global Belly.
I can't believe Father's Day is coming up.
Oh yeah, there's an event, Bake Fest. I saw that a little bit online.
Oh yeah?
Some Father's Day cookies. Father's Day is a month away, so yeah, it's time to start planning. Thanks, Julie.
Well, what do we do? We do a lot of things for those we love, right? So you better bake some cookies, Jeremy.
Yes. But you know, I've been seeing, this could be interesting for you, Jeremy. I saw some recipes with chickpeas, and you make like a faux cookie dough, raw cookie dough, which I thought looked interesting. So there's no eggs in it, and it's just like you get to eat like raw cookie dough, but it's chickpeas. I have to look it up.
Oh, is that what it is? That when you do when they do the cookie dough that you can eat raw, they put chickpeas in it?
I think it's like a vegan version.
Yeah, that makes sense. So now I'm going to, this is wet on wet. So you want your icing to be about 15-second consistency. This technique that I just used to create a separation, it doesn't always work, especially if you're working with black icing. I find black or purple or royal blue, if you're piping lighter color over it, it tends to, it's not like showing too much, but
You
it's
see
not
this, the
like
kind of the,
see it's like opacity or something. You change the opacity of it, like you can kind of see it a little bit. So this is one design. I'm just going to quickly show you. So I did these earlier today, and this green, I wasn't quite happy with it, and it's the same. So I added some more brown, and I got this green. Okay, I did talk about it earlier, but just to show you,
yeah, I can see it's better.
Yeah, it fits better for this. Okay, so
I hope you heal quickly, Pam. Surgery is always slows you down, but
sorry to hear that, but end of June, so you have some recovery. So good luck with your recovery and or speedy recovery.
do you have this lime curd recipe?
Lime curd recipe, but it's basically like lemon curd. So I do have lemon curd recipe. I haven't made lime curd. Maybe it's on the list to do because I love any kind of like I love lemon curd and raspberry curd. At one point, I also made cranberry curd. I also made rhubarb curd. There's like curd obsession, I guess. So this design is the one that I trimmed. Remember, I told you that I trimmed.
Mm-hmm. Well, you don't have to eat it, Jeremy. Just feed it to your kids. Healthy stuff for your kids is forgivable. You can keep all the not healthy for yourself. See, now you can see the point of that double cut. You can see it even more with that, just that icing.
Any plans for the weekend?
Well, both the kids started their summer jobs, so activities are a little tricky, and it's they pretty much got their schedule set. So one works on Saturday and the other one works on Sunday. So we can't really do family things.
Do a whole lot, yes.
So I'm going to start, I guess, having to do stuff alone with my husband, with Jamie. We have to get a new routine now that the kids are adults. It's a it's a transition when you go from
A lot to explore around, now that the things are starting to open up.
yeah, but it gets so hot in Montreal that it's not even fun, It's just so hot.
Is it dry heat?
No, it's humid. It's unpleasant.
I remember when we arrived here in Spain, it was August, and everybody's like, "Oh, it's so hot." We're like, "This is not hot," after Pennsylvania. I mean, it's okay. I mean, without the humidity, it's still hot. Don't get me wrong, it's very hot. But without the humidity, it's not too bad. The humidity is bad.
Yeah, and Montreal is very, very humid. That's fun. Everybody makes a fuss when you bring cookies to an event, so you'll get to be the star.
All right, so now we're going to do.
Here's a question, Han. Cynthia's asking. Does a
small bag help with control and detailing a cookie, or is it the consistency, or both? Well, it's kind of both. Well, let me explain. So when you're using thick icing and you have a small opening on your bag, it's going to be very painful to get any icing out, and it will be hard for you to get pipe details because it is hard to get the constant flow that you need for that. And also the line may be breaking if you need to make, for example, I don't know, curved lines or something like that. And then if your icing is too runny and if it's too runny and your opening on the bag is small, the icing won't hold its shape. And if it's too big, then it will be flat. So I think it's a combination of both. What do you think, Mar?
The runnier your icing, I mean, you first of all, it dries so flat and you can't control it. It goes in the direction of the least resistance, right? It's just basically water.
Basically, I mean, you don't want to make them all too big, even when you are using for both, for flat or if you're adding details. You don't want it to make it too big. For flat, I would say go with a number 3 piping tip, number 2, depending on how heavy you squeeze your bag. Because runnier icing will come out faster out of the tip, or even if you're just using tipless bag, it will come out a lot faster. I have so this is flat and this is not flat. So I'm squeezing. Of course it is. My relationship with sugar here, it's getting worse and worse.
Oh yeah. The warmer weather, maybe.
So this is you see how line all the shape. So this one, I mean, I don't know if you can tell.
That's probably, I would call hybrid, right? Consistency, that one.
Yes. But it's still it's more flat. I don't know if you probably can't see from what I just showed, but it's best to experiment on your own. I would say you have to kind of practice and get a feel for it. So to understand how much squeezing you need when you're flooding and when you release.
I think when it's too runny,
I'm not really squeezing too much here. It's a really fine line. But if I now I'm going to increase, and you see how much more icing is coming out.
I think if you're very runny too, you don't have any more elasticity, like to
Yeah, that's true. But when you ask about control, so you see what, I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing with my index finger here. I'm gonna, I guess, have to go closer. So I put my index finger on the piping bag, and it helps me to keep it steady.
yeah, your hand, like, unless you're a surgeon, I guess, but everybody's hand kind of jiggles to a certain degree, and so that just stabilizes.
You can also, I've had experience with students that their whole hand shake, or they just had, some struggle. So I would always recommend that they hold their wrist, to stabilize it, and it does help. Do you eat cantaloupe?
I do, but I'm the only one in the house, so I have to eat it all, which sometimes after I've eaten half, I'm usually all cantalouped out.
Yes. No, I agree. Here they have I don't know if it's a type of a cantaloupe, but it's green.
Well, that might be, what is it called? A honeydew.
Oh, is it? Okay, so it's very tasty. It's very tasty. Some of the, so I also did this one. I'm not gonna demonstrate this one. This is just plain green. This is I just did a stem here, so I will not demonstrate this one, but this has been crusting for a while, okay? So we've got, so I did this one, and this one, okay? So now it comes to the, I hope I'm gonna say it right, reticulated peel, right? Or reticulated pattern on the cantaloupe. So it's basically like a net kind of a thing. 10 extra cookies to practice on. First time made extra, and it really helped. That's great.
I guess she gave herself some prototypes.
It's good to have some, yeah, some cookies to practice on. So I already here, I started.
Here's what happens if you make a mistake.
What happens when you make a mistake? I don't make mistakes.
The cookie police comes for you.
So when you make a mistake, you just laugh about it. That's there's not much you can do about it. I mean, you could start cursing, but that's not gonna help anyone, and it will just make your mood go, sour. So I use these two tools. This is basically a cookie scraper, and you scrape the icing off the cookie. That's what you do, depending on when you made the mistake. If you made the mistake on already decorating an iced cookie that has been dry, then there are some things you can do also, right? I would say you need to depend. It really depends on design. If you're doing maybe some lines, let them crust a little bit, and then you can remove them with a with
See,
this
Heather has the good suggestion.
You eat the mistake, yes, yes. But if you make a lot of mistakes, like I made, I can't really eat all the mistakes because it's not very healthy to eat all the cookies. I think my consistency is fine. So yeah, so then experiment with the cut, because often people don't realize that the size of the cut and the pressure are in relation. There is a correlation. Hi, okay, hi, bye, Jeremy. Have a good weekend. So you have to remember you're putting pressure on the piping bag, right? So if you make the hole too big, too much icing is coming out at once, and then you have a hard time, especially if you're heavy on the bag. You have a hard time controlling where the icing is going. So you have to go lighter on the bag, and then you have more time to control, or make the opening smaller. But with the opening smaller, it also gets trickier because any kind of detail, it's very, very visible, right? Like it's obvious if you make a mistake, something. Yeah.
Top of the cookie, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
See, it's very true. Heather says if there's no evidence, it didn't happen. That's correct.
Yes.
That's like when we were young, like in our 20s, going around and doing nonsense. It didn't happen. Whereas now, everybody in their 20s, there's evidence everywhere of their activities.
Yes.
So we were lucky nobody was filming us.
So reticulated. Yes, I think it's beautiful haircut. Yes. Yes, you can use a paper towel. I've used also Q-tips, clean Q-tips to kind of like, if it's like a finished cookie and let's say I made a mistake and I really, really don't want to redo the whole cookie, you can also cover up your mistake with some royal icing transfer. If you have some, maybe depending on the design, flower or something, just, nobody will notice and everybody be like, oh, you made the flowers. Nobody will know that there is like something happening underneath there. So with this design, you basically have to stop thinking because it has there's it's a pattern that makes no sense. Okay, so you can kind of release all your thoughts and just type whatever you feel like.
But it's lines that have more like of a cornerish points and stuff than curved.
Yes, exactly. They are not curved. Yes. I've seen some people do this also, I think, wet on wet. I have not done it with wet on wet.
Oh, that's a good idea, Angie. Do you put a sticker dud on it? What do you, how do you indicate that it's a defective cookie?
Sometimes some clients always want to eat a cookie early so they can eat my mistake. That's good. Yeah, I agree.
This is a fun beginner project because you can't
Yes.
really go wrong, right? Like it's not something like with a face or you can kind of just do your whimsical lines.
It's quick also. You don't have to spend hours on it.
So again, Han has this kit available in her Global Belly. I'm just going to pop the photo on, Han, if you pause one
Thank
second. Here is the kit, all the supplies that you'll receive if you order it. I'll pop on the link for you guys to be able to order it. You can sign up to her a subscription, and so you're getting a kit every month. She has a new project going out.
And also with this kit, if you sign up till May 20th, I'm sorry, June 20th, June 20th, excuse me, you will also get a free gift, and that's a double spatula and a brush set. It may come in a different color. It may not be blue. It may also be red, I think. So depending on what they have in inventory. Okay.
There's the link to her shop, Global Belly Collections, Cookies by Hanielas.
So now I'm going to do the seeds, and the seeds are yellow in my mind. I'm gonna do a very small opening on here.
Yes, absolutely, Emily. That's a good idea. Some oopsie abstract art cookies.
Here we are for cherry season, so I can't wait to get some cherries. They're everywhere. Everything starts earlier here.
I
Strawberries
actually got, I don't know where mine are from, but I bought cherries on Tuesday. They're very good.
strawberries are already kind of done.
Oh,
Last
yeah.
year, I know I missed peaches because they are like almost 2 months ahead. So I think I have to look for peaches in June.
Well, here we had all the apple blossoms come out, and then there was a storm. So I don't know if that impacted pollination time, because there was really not a big window for the bees to do their work.
there. And then basically you repeat everything, unless you want me to repeat the netting, but
You
it's
have a bit of time if you want to do another smaller.
repetitive. So you just add the netting on this section and also on this large section. So that's the most time consuming, I think, the netting. Hello, Marie Elena. Oh, it's a lovely name, Marie Elena.
Thank you. She's working hard for you guys today.
So you see, I'm starting with first line, so that's my kind of like a point of interest. So I get my bearings on a cookie, and then you can just go ahead and make more lines. Oops.
Do you think it would work if you painted those lines? If somebody just wanted to paint them on, or is it? Do you think?
I think you could paint them. I don't see why not. If you have white food coloring or something, that would be fine. Or do them. You could even, like I said, do them wet on wet to make it less time consuming.
Thanks, Joanne. Speaking of strawberry season, Han has a recipe on her blog to make strawberry puree royal icing, right?
Yes, strawberry royal icing, which is so good. It's like eating a smoothie, you know. You really don't want to taste it. That's the problem. You don't want to taste it because it will most
Here's
likely.
her blog. You guys want to check it out? You'll find her cookie recipe, her icing, a ton of recipes, I should say, but
Thank you,
yeah,
Mark.
there's a lot of recipes.
Do you have anything you'd like to? Do you have anything new that you want to tell folks about?
Well, just mention on Tuesday, I shared how to make silk screen stencils. If you guys want to watch the replay, you can check that out. It's a new, not new to the crafting world, but I haven't seen it too much with cookies. And so it's how to make silk screens with light and water. So if you want to check that out, just look at Tuesday's replay and you'll see them. Here's the link for it's the ticker at the bottom there to purchase it with a 15% discount code if you want to purchase the kit to get the silk screen making kit. Oh, here it is, just to show it. This is the kit here. Oh, you're even doing the lines on that little slice.
Yeah, why not?
Very nice.
Skipping the
I like
seeds.
that one. I like that cookie.
I'm skipping the seeds on that one. All right, so here are the cookies. There you go.
Very nice. You have a lot of fruit stuff that they want to make strawberries and different things on in your video.
I do have strawberry. Actually, last year I created nice strawberry cookies with different designs, which was really fun. Watermelon is always fun, and you only need like a round cookie. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's tutorial.
Thanks, Han. That was great. It was fun. Yes, they do. They do. I was just thinking for speed, if you're short on time, maybe, you know. But absolutely, it's more realistic. Yes. Any questions before we wrap it up? Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, guys.
I used their light. I purchased the kit myself, experimented with it before I shared it all with you guys on Tuesday. So it is their light that I use. Once the stencil has been made and washed and it's done, at that point you add the coating. Once it's kind of like at the last final step before you'd use it to decorate your cookies. Oh, thank you, Christian.
Thank you. Thank you guys for watching today. We will be back on Tuesday. And as a reminder, for those of you who are just joining us, this is the calendar for the month of May. And on Tuesday, I'm going to have to rethink if I'm going to be doing graduation cookies, but we'll see it. Right now, I'm planning on graduation cookies. So you can join us at the same time, 1 p.m. Eastern time.
I'm already going to have to make a new calendar for June. Did you see? It's like almost done. Just going to answer quickly, Angie. Yes, after you've washed it and it's dry, you do put it under the light for a final curing to solidify, so that it's like, nice and like that the light solidifies the emulsion and you have a strong stencil, silk screen. Thanks for joining us. Thanks, Han. That was fun. Beautiful cookies as usual.
See you next week. Have a good weekend.
Little suggestion before we leave.
Ooh, wedding. Yes, I could do some wedding. Well, yeah, that's not a bad idea. Thank you, Heather. Maybe I'll do wedding graduation cookies.
If you're getting married when you graduate, mind you, some people do graduate older, but bye, everybody.
Hey guys.
Thanks for joining us.